There's definitely something wrong with that robot.
Looks normal enough on the surface. Let's take a closer look.
Conflict is pitiless!
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hear this thunder! Show no mercy!
So aggressive. Are all the robots in the settlement like this?
No, it must be malfunctioning. Sorry, little robot, but it looks like you're sick. I'm gonna take off your shell and give you a checkup.
Look,
This component doesn't seem like it belongs here.
Claire, can I take a look?
Oh, of course.
There's no mistaking it. This component was taken from Gears and Wisdom. Who do you think? It's obviously the same people who stole the meteor fragment. No wonder Wildfire and the Silvermane guards were never able to find Gears and Wisdom. Keeping such a conspicuous piece of art around wouldn't go unnoticed. The thieves must have disassembled it and hidden the parts inside the robots. But the best laid plans of snow, mice, and men often go awry. They didn't realize the parts would interfere with the robots' systems and cause them to run amok. Now we just need to find all the malfunctioning robots and retrieve the sculpture pieces one by one. I'm afraid so. But you'll have Claire and me to keep you company.
I'll do my best to help too.
Let's get to work then. We're going to get all the stolen pieces back.
The grown-ups said that the spot where the malfunctioning robots appeared is in this direction. Let's go look over there, big sister.
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break! Conflict is pitiless!
The little robots in this area should all be back to normal now.
We also got some parts of the sculpture back. It's not a lot, but it's a start.
Let's start looking in the next area.
Hear this thunder! When faced with an army, bide your time and
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
conflict is pitiless! Battles are chess games. No two are alike. no mercy. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Nap time. Looks like we rescued all the robots in this area, too. This is taking longer than I imagined. At this pace, it'll take us the entire day to fix all these robots. I get what you're saying, but... Alright, I give up. That sculpture has dozens of individual parts. There's no way we'll recover them all at this rate. We just need enough parts to put it back together. As for the rest, I'll have replacements made. But you have to promise to keep this a secret. You too, Clara.
Don't worry. I'll keep your plan super secret, Miss Pela.
Thanks, Clara. Let's get on to the next area then. Keep your voices down. It's a big one. I guess that's true.
Oh, poor little Grizzly. There must be a lot of sculpture parts jammed inside. Let's go give him a checkup. Finished. This robot will reboot on its own after a while. Let's leave him be. Miss Pela, here's all the sculpture pieces I found.
Good work, Clara. Let's see here. We still don't have anywhere near enough. To be honest, I'm a little worn out myself.
I know. How about we go talk to Mr. Svarog? He might not be able to round up the robots, but I'm sure he'll have some good ideas.
I've never met Svarog before. I heard he's not easy to get along with.
Don't worry. Mr. Svarog has warmed up to guests a lot more now. I'll explain the whole situation to him. Here, this way. Is Mr. Svarog talking to other children? That's not usually like him. I wonder what's going on.
Clara, you have returned, and you have brought with you the Outsider and Querying Database. Silvermane Guard Intelligence Officer Pelageya Sergeyevna, it is a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Svarog.
Hey! Big Sis Clara's back!
Big Sis Clara? Hello. What brings you two here today?
These two young humans found a suspicious batch of components. They wish to deliver them to me to earn my appreciation. However, the origin of these components is unknown, and they have no practical utility. It is difficult to ascertain their value.
Suspicious components? Can we have a look at them?
As you wish.
Sure enough, these parts are from the museum's sculpture. These kids found way more than we did fixing all those robots. What an embarrassment.
Me and my sister were playing outside. We heard some grown-ups talking about what they were going to do with the parts. It seemed suspicious. They were acting a little sneaky. We hid in the shadows and waited until we heard them snoring.
And then we quietly dragged away the boxes with the parts and gave them to Mr. Svarog. That was really risky behavior. If those grown-ups had woken up, things could have gotten really dangerous for you two. We were just trying to help. Oh, what? Don't cry. Listen. These parts don't belong to Mr. Svarog, but you two were still a big help to us.
I am unable to determine the logic behind this series of events, but if you insist. Excellent job, little girl.
See? I told you Mr. Svarog had warmed up to guests.
Really? So, we were a big help, weren't we? Awesome!
With these parts, we should have enough to put the sculpture back together. More or less. This isn't good. If what those kids said is true, then the museum thieves have operatives working in the settlement. I'll get in touch with the Wildfire and the Silvermane guards right away, and have them investigate the matter thoroughly. But for now, let's take the parts we have back to the museum, or we'll be here all night. If I'd known how much work this was going to be, I would have enlisted more help. But see the final product for yourself. Not too shabby, is it? You want to know what happens to people who vandalize exhibits? I call the Silvermane guards, and they carry you away. Take a look. As long as you don't pull out the blueprints and spend dozens of hours comparing, this version is virtually indistinguishable from the original. Excellent work. With Gears and Wisdom back, the Industrial Hall can reopen to the public. If you're still interested in managing the museum, why don't you go talk to Miss Eris about opening up the Industrial Hall? In the meantime, I'll follow up on the exhibit theft case. I wonder if any new clues were found over in Svalrog's domain. I'll let you know if we get any new leads. I have a hunch that we're close to uncovering the culprit behind the curtain.